Doing inventory at an Apple retail store is so vastly different than any other retailer. Most retailers have sellable and returns. As an inventory specialist at Apple, I'm managing the sellable inventory, returns, our internal machines. I have to know where everything is, have a home for it, keep track of it, make sure we don't lose it. It's an awesome responsibility.
Besides just maintaining inventory, we're also creating relationships with our peers, the Genius Room, the creatives, the managers, the specialists.
It's all about being part of the team. You know, we're out there when we're stocking the floor. We make sure we're out there interacting with customers, answering questions, helping out. The store, you have to work together. There's no piece that can exist without the other.
Because everything that we do in inventory control or in Apple period revolves around the customer experience.
Inventory Specialist zu sein ist niemals langweilig, weil dann haben wir immer wieder supergeile neue Produkte, wo wir natürlich als Inventory Specialists die Ersten sind, die die Produkte anfassen dürfen, auspacken dürfen und natürlich auch als erstes unseren Kollegen, unseren Managern zeigen und präsentieren dürfen.
In order to be a really good inventory specialist, you have to pay attention to detail.
It's very analytical. You really have to look at the big picture and see how everything fits. And you have to be able to roll with the changes. You know, you have your stockroom set up one way, and if 80 iMacs roll in the door and you don't have room for them, you need to readjust and evaluate and figure out how you're going to make it work. And I like that. It's never boring.
I always feel supported, no matter what. I can always go to my managers and ask them a question, or if I need support, if, you know, we're down a man for the day, if, you know, things happen in life, you know, I can always reach out, hey, I need an extra body to help process shipment, or maybe label some boxes, or maybe help count some stuff, and they're always there to help and support me. So there's always support there.
You know, the people that you work with every day, they make the difference. It's a family, it's a community, and even the customers. I've made great friends, just customers that come to the store to purchase things. It's so welcoming and friendly. It's a great environment. It's truly unlike any other retail environment.
I love my job. There's not a day that I wake up that I do not want to come to work. One thing that I really remember that just sticks out in my head every single day is, you know, you find a job that you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I wake up every day and I love what I do, so I don't consider it work. It's a part of my life.
Managing your inventory can be a daunting task, and if it's not done properly, it could cost your company thousands of dollars. They're not implemented correctly. But if you do it right, it can be rewarding. Just in time does what the name suggests. It involves having products arrive as soon as the customer orders them. It is based on customer behavior, which is not always perfectly easy to predict. Keep in mind when using this technique that it will take a lot of time to research buying habits, seasonal demand, and location-based factors in order for this to be effective. Stock review is a regular analysis of stock versus projected future needs. This can be done through a manual review of stock or by using inventory software. Defining your minimum stock level will allow you to set up regular inspections and reorders of supplies. Make sure to take into account certain situations that can arise, such as vendors taking longer than average to replenish stock. In businesses where manual inventory management techniques are still in use, the primary inventory control methods include visual control, tickler control, and click sheet control. You shouldn't perform manual reviews because they can take a lot of time and possibly produce errors. Businesses are starting to invest more in software to automate the review. This helps organizations keep track of their inventory, ensure timely reorders, and avoid costly shortages. ABC analysis is a popular way to analyze your inventory. Under this method, you classify the inventory into 3 categories, such as A, B, and C. These categories are based upon the inventory value and cost significance. Also, the number of items and values of each category are expressed as a percentage of your total value of your entire inventory. A items are items of high value and usually small in number. B items are items of moderate value and usually moderate in number. C items are items of small value and usually large in number. Remember to manage each category separately. The nice thing about Group C is that it can be fairly hands-off, while Group A requires special attention. Knowing what your hottest selling products are will help you know which ones to keep more of as a buffer stock while placing orders. More expensive items tend to take more time to sell, so you don't need to keep as many of those on hand.
Imagine you want some pizza. The delivery guy brings 1. That's cool. But if he brings 20, not so much. Maybe you don't have that much cash or enough room in the fridge. That's inventory control, getting what you want when you want it. Now imagine cell phones instead of pizzas. Millions of cell phones. They can do just about anything. Text, tweet, videos, GPS, but they still need inventory control specialists to make sure they get from production to the stores and to the customers.
It's my job to try to keep the integrity of the inventory here. And we deal with all the stuff prior to shipping, because there might be stuff that need to go out for international order, but they can't find it. Well, our computer system, like, it tracks all serialized products. So we can run histories and we can put in like that serial number, and it'll pop up and show when it was received in, when it was relocated. Like, say these three modals right here. Yeah. See, they're tag tracked because they're serialized, so I can scan it. Bam, then it'll pop up with the part number, what it is and the quantity, and it tells them where to go. Then they go to the location, count it. If it's wrong, they generate what we call a supervisor count, and that's when I go back behind and verify the location. If it's wrong, I try to research and find it. I just like the challenge, though. Like, if something is missing or something is off, to go search and research, find it. That's like the daily operations. You know, it's always a change. It always change. You know, you have to adapt here all the time. You always have to be flexible, but you just have to know how to channel yourself because the team is watching you.
The days of working your way up in an organization are ending. And if the idea of tracking parts around the world appeals to you, you'll need to go to college to get the right education.